fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Broncos. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
On first down, Fields. That check down complete to Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and go by Sanders. And we have a tie at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throw here's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and 11 now. To throw is Fields. Got a man, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by the defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And for a while when this play's open, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. On second down, Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Benogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing on second down. Fields. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And I almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd and 10, Fields completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, right back to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Ricky seals Jones. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. While the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field and score. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. On the move past the 40.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Fields under pressure, and they got to him again. Randy Gregory. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hall again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. another try after the first down sack. Wilson, throw right side, complete to Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try to cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now a first down carry is Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now carry number 20 in the game. Here's Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to get the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Broncos going to continue on as we say so long, everybody, and thanks for watching.